What's going on, you guys? Welcome back to another video. So I want to talk about the two things that narcissists cannot survive without, and that is the power of control and the power of destruction. Those two things is what the narcissist needs in order to have power over you. But the moment you realize that the narcissist is nothing without you, you take away both their power and their ability to destroy you. Now, narcissism is defined by a personality disorder. It's defined as a personality disorder. So, when you're dealing with a narcissist, you're dealing with someone who knows how to master manipulate. They play mind games. They pretty much try to reconstruct your thoughts and control the way you see things, even though it's the furthest thing from reality. But I look at it as, since they're playing mind games and they're able to control you through your thoughts, because you've allowed them to have just that much power over you, you can take that power away from them by doing the total opposite of what they are expecting from you. Because the narcissists, they manipulate us for so long until we just start to think that way on our own. And so it's totally up to us to get out of that mindset and change our thoughts and not let what the narcissists do have such a huge impact on our thinking. Because again, remember, it's a mind game. It's all a part of what they have created. It is not reality. So we don't have to receive it in that way. Now, I'm going to give you an example of that. You're going to start to see the narcissist treat you very, very badly after you decided to go no contact, or after you have set these boundaries that puts them in a place to where they are rejected in your life. And that's a very bad place for a narcissist to be. They're not used to that. It's like you have put them in a box. It's like you've put them in a cage, and you can let them out when when you feel freely to, when you feel comfortable enough to deal with them. Because of course you're trying to reset your mind to think with more healthy thoughts and not so much of the toxic thoughts that narcs put inside your mind. Because even though it doesn't always seem bad when you're with a narcissist, trust me, when you're with a narcissist, it's like you kind of connected to them. And it's like their thoughts become yours. Their way of doing things become your way of doing things. And everything that they do, they automatically expect you to follow. So it's like you just don't have a mind of your own. You don't have your own, sense of self. You don't have your own identity anymore. They have taken all of that away from you. And they have recreated you to be what they need you to be. Now, they allow you to express yourself, bits and pieces of it, when they need you. It's always like a benefit to them. It's kind of difficult to explain. But sometimes the narcissists, they let you be free. And when you're free, it's like you kind of hesitate to even be who you really are or speak the way you used to, because a lot of times we forget who we were before the narc even came into our lives. That's why it's such a long healing process. And we have to take our time getting back to what we used to be like, or just getting better from what we are after dealing with a narcissist. Because you kind of forget who you are. Because all along you were doing something to please someone else till you just end up becoming that person. But the narcissists, they cannot survive without the power you give them. You gave them that power, not knowing, not knowing. I'm not saying it's your fault. It wasn't my fault that I was a victim of the narcissist. It wasn't your fault that you were a victim of narcissistic abuse. But the thing about it is, once we realize that we have more power over this whole situation than we think, this will totally destroy the narcissist. Narcissists, they can't survive without us because we take up the space in their head. And they pretty much just take over our identity, and they use it to make themselves look good, because the narcissists don't have an identity of their own. They're empty souls. They have nothing. They feel like nothing without us. It's like they have zero energy when we're not around. If we're sick, they don't take it very well because it's like we don't have the good energy to give them. When you're just not feeling 100% yourself, the narcissist hates you for it, because now you are taking away something that they need. That's why they don't have empathy. They don't have sympathy towards your feelings, because they don't care about none of that. They just need you to always be 100 so that they can feel powerful. And the moment that we don't give them no pieces of us is when you start to see them crack. Because all along, it's us who made them who they are. That's why all they have when we are gone is thoughts of destruction. See, when we give them all we have, that makes them powerful. When we take it away from them, all they have is thoughts of destruction, because we're not made up of that. Narcissists are known to, show the certain behaviors over and over again, which is a pattern. And, like I say, I believe that pattern is what positively identifies a person as being a narcissist, is patterns. And, it's just like you're not going to see anything new out of them once you take yourself away from them. You're going to continue to see the pattern that they were originally made up of when you met them. And that is destruction. It's like it just starts all over again. You met them when they were in a state of destruction because they were destroying someone else's character. Notice that the narcissist is always a victim. They are always playing a victim role. And when they came into your life, they came into your life as a victim. And when you remove them from your life, or remove yourself from them, they are a victim again. See what I'm saying? Just notice that they have nothing without you. They have nothing without power and, the whole thing of being in control. And, if I can't control you, I will destroy you. They cannot destroy you. They didn't create you, and they cannot destroy you. Keep that in mind. They can try, and you're just going to have to, learn. You're really going to have to study this person, not for the sake of being in their life, not for the sake of letting them have so much space and opportunity with you. Certain situations you're going to have to deal with a narcissist, but you have the right to set boundaries. And you're going to notice, even within those boundaries, that the narcissist is still the same person you met. Now, it's just the flip side. Now it's like you're that enemy they used to speak to you about. And so this just more, it sheds light even more so on who they are. It positively identified them as who they really are. There's no doubt about it. That these people are evil and they are out to destroy. They are out to destroy you. First, they put on an act. They do what they have to do to get inside of your life. And they do what they need to do to feel like they still have power over you, which is destroy you. They can only destroy you if you allow them to believe that they have, like going back and forth with them. Now, I'm not talking about like in a court battle, because I truly believe that if you have it in your mind and in your heart to fight a fair fight with someone who's evil, that God will pick up that battle for you. But when you decide to take on evil on your own with thoughts of destroying the person because it'll make you feel better, you just may not win that way, because that's not how God operates. Like, you have to let God fight certain battles, really most of them, especially when you're dealing with the narcissist, because you're dealing with someone who's very, very evil, and they do not fight fair. They hit below the belt, and they will do anything they can to destroy you. And they know that these things they do is wrong. They know the stuff they speak about is lies. They already know that. So why are you going back and forth with them to prove that they are lying? Now, I'm not speaking on like if you have to defend yourself verbally. Say everything you can in your power to prove your point that the narcissist is lying, and let it go. Because at the end of the day, the narcissist will lose. You may not have the pleasure of seeing them lose in front of your face. You may not be able to witness it right away. But sooner or later, they will face their own destruction and karma. They already are, because they're miserable. That's why they live the life they live. They are very miserable. The narcissist, a lot of times things backfire on them, but you won't hear about it because they're not going to speak on it. They want you to think that life is always perfect for them. But behind closed doors, that narcissist is miserable, and they are catching hell. They're living in their own personal hell because of the type of people that they are. And you may be at home crying. You may be having, just thoughts of, you're just weary. You're feeling wore down. And you're wondering, like, why did this happen to me? I don't deserve this. You didn't do nothing wrong. Instead of saying, why is this happening to me because I don't deserve it? Think about the fact that it's not happening to you because you didn't deserve it. The only thing that is happening is the narcissist's way of manipulating you, the narcissist's way of playing a dirty game. And you're going to win when you don't let it affect you to the point to where you react to every little thing they do. And, I know certain situations, it calls for you to, say things to the narcissist to let them know that whatever you need to say to get things off your chest. I understand it. I feel that way all the time. But I'm not going to give the narcissist the satisfaction of knowing that, you really getting on my nerves. I'm not going to do that, because she already know she's getting on my nerves. She already know, how I'm going to feel if she do certain things. That's her whole point of doing it. She's trying to get a reaction out of me. She's trying to hurt me. And the narcissist is pretty much like non-stop with it. They're not going to stop as long as you continue to let them, see that they are getting to you. Just pray about it and talk to God about it. He's going to fight those battles for you. At the same time, keep the contact limited and say what you need to say to the narcissist to get through the day. But don't give a narcissist a fight. Now, I'm not telling y'all, like, just get stomped on and just let them just put you in the dirt and do nothing about it. Just lay there and take it. I'm not saying that either. I'm just saying, like, just don't go and look for a fight. Don't start the fight with the narc and prove to the narc that to prove that you're a strong person. You're stronger when you just remove yourself from the narc's abuse. Because the more you continue to claim them as my narcissist, it's like you're manifesting that into your life. You're claiming it. And that demon, the devil is the devil all the time. Satan is always gonna be there, and just as much as God is gonna always be there. But who are you gonna call on to help you fight those battles? It's certain things that you can do. And sometimes I notice my own personal situation that I can go on without even saying anything. And a narcissist will dig a hole for themselves. The hole they plan for me to fall in, they end up falling in themselves. I always see things backfire on the narcissist. The narcissist just don't know because of outside people who she's close to that talk a lot, gossip a lot. I know about a lot of personal things going on with the narcissist. And I'm always thinking to myself, maybe that's your karma. And maybe that plays a big part of why you are so evil, why you're so vindictive, and you have such a huge need to get revenge on people who haven't done you anything, but just express the right to not want to be your friend. Like, you should be able to accept that and walk away from it peacefully and not allow it to make you such this evil, powerful person with a plan to destroy someone. That's all the narcissists do, is live to plan to be in control of a situation. Or if I can't control it, I'm going to destroy it. I'm going to punish it. I'm going to teach it a lesson. That's all the narcissists want. And someone at work asked me today, like, I don't understand why everyone can't just get along. I mean, I can work with it. And I say I can work with anybody as well. I could work with a snake as long as it don't bite me. And I mean, and a narcissist is a snake. And the devil is the snake of all snakes. But the narcissist is the snake. I can work with the snake as long as the snake doesn't bite me. I'm not going to allow the snake to bite me. I'm not going around it, I know that it's here. I know that it exists. I know that it is real. But I'm not going to give it that type of power over me. I'm just not going to go into that world that it wants me to be a part of again. I escaped that world. And I mean, I can't explain how good it feels just to be free. And I know the things that they do, they're not going to give up. They're not going to let up. The narcissists, they need so much power till they will kind of sabotage their own situation. They will get in trouble at work because first she was coming into work earlier than she needed to so that she can be there when I get to work, because she feels in her mind that I should greet her, separately from everyone else. Like, I'm not going around and speaking to everyone separately. When I walk in the building, it's good morning, and everyone else says good morning. She's the only one that doesn't. And I'm not going to give her that. I'm just not. She's not entitled to it, and that's that. And I go on with my day. And from that moment on, every morning, the narcissist has planned to come in and expect you to do something different. Because they feel in their mind, if you don't give me what I want, okay, I'm going to do what I have to do to punish you. And so it goes on over and over and over again. And I'm so used to it that it's nothing to me. And so now, like I say, they'll sabotage their own situation. Now she's coming in later to the point where, the managers mentioned about speaking to her about this. Like, why all of a sudden, since Felicia is coming in earlier than her, she's coming in later? Well, the reason being is the time she chooses to come in, because remember, they're very calculated. This is what narcissists do in the workplace. They're going to know what you're working on because they already, they already just know you. They study you very well, and they have your schedule in their head. So they already know what you will be working on. So if I'm working on something that puts me away from the area she has to come into when she makes it to work, that means that she don't have to speak to me. Get it? It's a power thing. So now she waits until I'm far away. And when she makes it to work, she's not only late and she's getting herself in trouble. She's feeling like, now I got the power back. Well, no, there's someone who's powerful over you. There's a chain of command, and they're about to get your mind right and remind you that you work here. You are an employee, and there are rules to follow. That's why I say their plan always backfires. You do not have to always go back and forth with a narcissist. You just don't even give them that satisfaction. Sometimes if you need to say certain things to them, do it. And trust me, a lot of times I just want to go off on her and let her know what's up. I'm not trying to fight, but if I have to fight her, I will, in order to defend myself. But I'm not going to go looking for a fight. I'm not going to pick a fight. Why would I want to mess with something evil? That's not nothing to play with. Because it can destroy you if you allow it. But it all starts in the mind. It starts in the mind. And you have more power over your own mind than the narcissist. No one has that much power over your thoughts than you. You decide what you're going to let be a part of your everyday life. And it shouldn't be something that has that much power over you, that controls you to the point where you can't even do as you please. Your free will is just out the window when you belong to the narcissist. And that's how it is. And we don't even know it. We don't know it for a long time. Because it's the whole manipulation thing. We just don't know it. And one of the best feelings is knowing that, it was all a game. It was all a mind game. It's what a narcissist is all about, playing a game. It's all about winning. There's no such thing as losing to the narcissist. There's no losing. It's all about winning. And when they cannot win you over, they will try to hurt you. The narc gathers their smear campaign. I hear them talking. I'm used to it. They sit in a corner, and when I have to go in that area to get something, when I'm getting ready to take my break and I have to go in that area to get plates or whatever, she's always, it's this tone, this gripe that they have. And it's like, it's just a deep hatred that you hear in their voice. And the people are gathered and they're listening like it's a ghost story that somebody is telling around a fireplace. Like, that's what they do. I witnessed this at work. She have just that much control over. And to be honest, I used to be right along with that, with the crowd. And the people are listening. They have you, they have your attention to the point where they're really trying to make you hate someone. But you never really know why you hate them. Because you don't. And the narcissists, they're going to either have that power over people or they won't. And they're going to be a few who's going to escape it. And I was lucky to get from up under that because, that's just not someone I want to be. And another thing, being a part of that crowd doesn't make you a narcissist. Sometimes you're not even a flying monkey. Sometimes, people just have this strong, influence over you. And they can't make you do anything. But it's like you just keep going back to it out of curiosity. Because no matter how close I was with that narc back then, I never had intentions to hurt somebody. But I always kept my ears open to everything she claimed. Even though I wasn't treated that way from the people. She wanted me to believe the people were that horrible. So I don't have anything really against those folks. You know, I just hope that they understand what they're dealing with soon. And they can get away from it. But as far as the narc, you know, the demon itself, they know I know what's up. And so when I go in that area, I hear it and I don't hear it. Because it's just giving me something more to talk about in these videos. You know, you just giving me something to talk about. And it only proves my point, and it proves that I'm right about who you are. And that makes the narcissist mad when you know who they are. They know they don't have a chance with you, you know. But that's not going to make them stop trying to destroy you. I'm at the point now to where it's just destroy, destroy, destroy. Punish, destroy, punish, destroy. The hoovering at holiday time, during the holiday season, the fake holiday cheer, and then the rest of the, you know, time that I have to be in that atmosphere with the narc, it's punish, destroy, punish, destroy. A pattern. And that pattern is not going to change. But don't give the narc that type of power over you. It's all about the power that you allow them to have over you. So thank y'all for watching. Leave your thoughts down below, and I'll talk to you soon.